And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar right here on BearcatJournal.com. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Live from the Cincy Light Studios. I got to get used to that, Aaron. Brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar. They're in Cheviot, right on Harrison Avenue. They're in the Dora District, so you can walk from bar to bar with your drinks. And guess what one of those drinks is, Aaron? Cincy Light on draft. So you can
You
go to
don't say.
Get your Cincy Light, hang out, watch the games, 27 TVs, 9-screen video wall. They subscribe to every sports package that DirecTV offers. They stream all the games, and Cincinnati sports will always be on the video wall. Brand new walk-in cooler, brand new draft lines to drink your Cincy Light from. And not only do they pour the coldest Cincy Light around, but they do so in 32.8-degree frosted glasses. Go visit our good friends at Hail Mary's in Cheviot. Just serendipity, right? I wanted to get to that last night, and I texted the owner, and he didn't get back to me in time to include it in the recording of the Nightcap, but I got it ready for tonight. I get this for like the rest of the day, and I got to take it back tomorrow.
I'm blown.
Well, the thing was, they have them on order. They had like one, and I was like, well, I can take it home and we can see if it looks good on camera or not. And he was like, can you bring it back like Friday? I'm like, I can. I like it. I want to keep it right there, but we'll get one here before too long. And due to the large public outcry, hopefully we'll be able to get them to sell to the public and let you guys know when that becomes possible. But let's get to it. It's a little bit of a different week with the bye week this week. We had Wes on Wednesday yesterday. So we didn't talk about talking yesterday. We pushed off to this week the Big 12 Week 10 preview. We got 5 games this week instead of the full slate of 8. So some bye weeks sprinkled in across the conference. But let's get to it, Aaron. That Texas Tech defense is not great. So I'm kind of torn here, Aaron.
Well, I'm a little curious because I lost you for about 18 seconds. So I'm not sure if you came through or not.
I basically what I said is the Texas Tech quarterback is going to play, Baron Morton, or at least is expected to play after exiting early last week against TCU. The line is 13.5. Iowa State is favored. The total 56.5. I'm tempted to go Texas Tech here and take the points because their offense has been so prolific, but their defense is rough. And I don't know. I'm torn.
It opened at 15.5. I think Iowa State's going to win handily. I think that Texas Tech is, I don't want to say they're on a slump per se, because they've still been scoring 34, 35 the last 2 games.
Their defense is bad. Their defense is not good.
But they've scored 34 and 35 against Baylor and TCU. Mm-hmm. And I would think that if this offense is supposed to be as prolific as they are supposed to be, they put up 28 against Arizona. I'm not seeing them. I'll be surprised if they cross 30. Truthfully, I think that's where you get the.
But do you think Iowa State gets to like 35, 40?
Yes, I do. And I say that because I think Iowa State, I don't know that they're necessarily a shootout team, but Texas Tech is going to give them those opportunities because they like to move the ball as much as they do. Yeah. If Iowa State just shuts them down, you're going to get plenty of chances to score.
I think I'm going to go with my gut. I'll take the points. I'll take Texas Tech and the points, 13.5. I think this goes over probably pretty easy. I mean, 56 is what, 28 to 28? Like,
I'm agreeing.
I think,
I'm agreeing.
yeah, I think it's going to go over fairly easy. Kansas State at Houston. Kansas State favored by 13, the total 45.5. That first game, Texas Tech, Iowa State, 3:30 on ESPN. Kansas State, Houston, 3:30 on Fox. I think Kansas State's going to roll in this one. I don't know about the over because I don't know that Houston's going to be able to score much on this Kansas State defense, but I'll take Kansas State and lay the 13. You're going Willie Fritz, aren't you? I can just sense it in you. You want to go Willie Fritz here.
I want to, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'll give Kansas State. I'll give them the points, and on the over under, let's say under. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game because I don't think Kansas State's that good. I think they're an overrated 7-1 team.
I don't. But I also think Houston can't throw the ball. So that means they're going to run a lot, which means you're going to drain the clock. You're going to limit possessions as much as possible. Under seems like the play here. Arizona at UCF. Woof. UCF favored by 6. The total is 56.5. Both of these teams stink. I don't know what like they're both talking about like firing their coach. Like I don't know what to do here.
I think Gus Bus gets rolling, and I think they're running a new quarterback. I mean, he got a Ja'Cory Brown got his first action against Cincinnati a couple weeks ago, and they're gonna figure it out. He doesn't want to go anywhere. They can't afford to fire him. They're in a similar situation if Cincinnati decided they did want to fire Satterfield. I'm not saying that that's where we are, but I'm just saying financially, I think they are obligated right now. They're stuck with Gus Malzahn come hell or high water. So I think they figure it out though this week. As far as the over/under, I'm gonna say over only because I think Arizona still has a receiver that puts up Madden numbers. And I think
UCF's pass defense is dreadful.
Well, but they're also going to run the ball, and that should afford them not so many chances for Arizona. But -6, I'll go over.
You don't go over on the -6. You go over on the 56.5.
I'm sorry.
Over.
-6. I mean, UCF wins. They cover.
UCF wins and covers.
I'm tired.
And you're going over.
Went trick or treat. I'm still wearing the bluey shirt. Kids.
Snap out of it. We got 2 games left to cover here. Speaking of bad, Arizona State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State looking for their first win in the Big 12. This is 7 o'clock on FS1. Arizona State favored by 3.5, total 56.5. I'll go Arizona State here. I'll lay the points. It's probably going to be over. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the status of Arizona State's quarterback. If he plays, I'll go over. If he doesn't play, I'll go under. How's that?
Arizona State opened as 1.5-point favorite, and it's moved to 3.5.
Oklahoma State stinks. They're 0-5 in the league.
Does Gundy even know he's coaching? I don't know the answer to that.
You still talking about the headbutt from the cow?
I mean, until they win a game. I don't think you can take Oklahoma State in this one. I take Arizona State. I think they cover 3.5. I think that'll be fine. 56.5. That seems like a lot. I'm going to say under.
All righty. And 8 o'clock, ESPN2. No Big 12 After Dark this week. I guess because Colorado's off. They don't put a game in that time slot. TCU at Baylor. Baylor favored by 3, 63.5 is your total. That they expect a lot of points in this one, and as you should. Both of these defenses are struggling. Both of the offenses can rack up points. This is a fascinating one because TCU keeps trying to show life, and
so does Baylor.
So does Baylor to a little lesser extent. TCU's 3-2 in the conference. Baylor's 2-3. I don't know. I'm a little torn on this one. I guess the default setting is to go against Sonny Dykes at any possible point, but it's not like Dave Aranda has been good. So I don't know what to do here. I think I stay away from this one. This one's a do not touch for me.
Oh, this is easy. Baylor had scored 97 points in the last 2 games. 97. They're 3 shy of 100 in the last 2 games. That is insane. I think that they keep going on that hot hand and they destroy -3. 63.5 is covered. Baylor's going to put up 45 plus. TCU is going to wonder what the hell happened this season.
They're probably think they're already wondering that, Aaron.
They hired Sonny Dykes. You can't be wondering that too much.
Man, I mean, how lucky are you if you're SMU? Like, you got rid of Sonny, and the guy you got now has you undefeated and in the ACC, and Sonny is floundering. Like, that was seen as like, we stole your coach, and SMU's like, no, thank you. No, it's okay. It's okay, thank you.
Let's just wait until next season because Louisville felt the same exact way just a season ago, and now they're wondering what happened.
This is like the third season since that change.
Is it the third now?
Sonny Dykes went to the national championship 2 years ago with TCU, or last year. But yeah,
I forget that was him there with them.
Yeah, I know you do. They got a better coach in Rhett Lashley. That's all I'm saying. Like, they're both Dallas and Fort Worth. Like, that was a pretty big deal when they just went across town and took the coach. And now SMU's like, no, thank you. This is dude, for real, thank you. We appreciate it. You did us a favor.
What a weird thing, though, to join the ACC, be able to recruit as the ACC without making any of the ACC money.
One really game of note. The basketball season opens on Monday. There's not a lot to talk about there. UCF will have a chance at an upset Monday. Texas A&M is in Orlando for opening night. UC Arkansas Pine Bluff, West Virginia Robert Morris, Kansas Howard, Houston Jackson State, Iowa State Mississippi Valley State, Florida A&M at TCU, Alcorn State at Utah, Green Bay at Oklahoma State, Eastern Washington at Colorado, Canisius at Arizona, Bethune-Cookman at Texas Tech. This league is too big. New Orleans at Kansas State, Idaho State at Arizona State, Central Arkansas at BYU. And the game of the night, 11:30 p.m., Aaron, ESPN2 from Spokane, Baylor at Gonzaga. Baylor number 6, Baylor number 8, Gonzaga number 6. Gonzaga a 2.5-point favorite at the Kennel. The over/under 155.5.
I'm with Dave. You should have just had tip-offs all day long again. Why they don't do that is a giant miss for all of these games to be starting at 7, 8 o'clock. And then you have 3 at 9, 1 at 10, and 1 at 11:30. You could have spread this out throughout the day, and for no reason are you doing what you're doing.
The only thing I like is that we got a game at 7. I'll get home at 10:15-ish. We'll do an aftermath. And by the time we get everything wrapped up, it should be time for Baylor at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
And Kelsey is off on Tuesday because it's election day. So I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Which
so I'm pretty excited.
Why are we giving kids off for election day, especially when you can vote early? You could have voted like the last month, it feels like.
I think the main reason is because most schools are voting precincts.
switch that up too. Just do it at the police station.
I'm just telling you why.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Anyway, yeah, that should be a fun game. It's this.
I know. I'm not going to pretend like I know enough about anybody
No.
in the first week of the basketball season.
No, but you have a top 10 matchup, so
Yeah.
it should be a fun game. You by all the numbers, unless you're loud wrong, because why are, especially now in the transfer portal era, why in the holy hell are we doing any type of preseason rankings? But here we are.
Yeah. All right, it's going to wrap it up. We will be back Sunday night to recap the Big 12 and get you ready for Monday against Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's the nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar, live from the Cincy Light Studios right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!